We are back for another Christian review of regular books, and today we are discussing A Very Bad Thing by J.T. Ellison. For those of you who've never seen one of these videos before, here's how it's going to go down. First, I do my regular review, what you know and love to expect from a book review, star rating, my own personal experience, etc. But then we get into the Christian review, and that's where we go over the basic pieces of a book that may or may not have a fellow believer, or really anyone, wanting to read it. I give more caveats and any more information you may need about those reviews at the video that's pinned to the top of the playlist, or you should be able to find it here somewhere. The other thing I just want to let you know is that I do give an age range at the end of these Christian reviews so that you can see if it's appropriate for your teenager or young adult or whatever phase it is that you're wanting to know. If you're still here, let's go ahead and get into my regular review. A Very Bad Thing by J.T. Ellison was actually an opportunity for me to read through Amazon First program, and that's where you get the option to read a handful of books that Amazon is going to publish a month before they come out. It's a really cool program and really fun to read. You actually get to keep the books, and they are finished copies. They're not galleys where they still may have edits. So that's a really fun experience. I had never read a J.T. Ellison book before reading this one, so I had no idea what I was going into with this book other than knowing it was a thriller. A lot of the story was very interesting. It kept me engaged. I wanted to know what was happening. However, it didn't read like a suspense thriller. It read more like a drama thriller. I had a good idea about everything that was going to happen and how it was going to happen, except for one detail that was a bit of a surprise. I had no idea where it was coming from. But I don't know that you would have been able to guess it anyways, as it very much came out of left field. I still think the story had a really great storyline and plot. It kept me interested and engaged, and I enjoyed the book as a whole, and I ultimately rated it 4 stars. If you want to see everything that I'm reading and rating in real time, you can do so by following me on Goodreads. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and I do have my own YouTube channel, so you can see more of my reading and life journey. All the links are down below in the description box. Now let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. The first category I always love to touch on because it's popular is smut or spice. And no, there really isn't any in this book, which is awesome. There is some romance subplot throughout the course of the book, but there is no explicitly described spice scenes. The second category is explicit language, and again, there's none, which is awesome. And the third and final category, especially because we're talking about a thriller, is if there's any gore or violence. There are a few different scenes in which there is violence, but it's not described in a gory or overly descriptive way, which makes it fairly easy to understand the story, but visually come up with what feels appropriate to your brain. I think this book would be great for anyone aged 15 and up. It's a fairly interesting story. I think it would keep a teenager engaged. Before you go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of these Christian reviews of regular books, plus me and my mom's podcast, The Journey We Share. On top of doing that, you are letting us know that the content we're creating is content you want to keep seeing. So before you go, again, remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, or leave a comment down below so we know that what we're doing is helping you. And we cannot wait until we see you on the next one.